Our next element for H3, analyze the role of Georgia in the American Revolutionary Era. Explain the causes of the American Revolution as they impacted Georgia. Include the French and Indian War, the Proclamation of 1763, and the Stamp Act. Our learning target is I will analyze the Intolerable Acts and how they played a role in the Revolutionary Era. There are 5 Intolerable Acts. These are the things that England imposed on the colonists after the Boston Tea Party and the Boston Massacre. It was a way to punish the colonists. The first act is the Boston Port Act, which closed the port of Boston and hurt trade, so it hurt us financially. Our next act is the Massachusetts Government Act. This took away our voice. It took away the government from the colony, which meant the colony could not get together and make laws and stand up to England. They were only allowed 1 meeting per year. The Quebec Act was next. The big thing on this one was they were giving up more land. They expanded the British Canadian Territory into the Ohio Valley. Our next one, the Administration of Justice Act. Pretty much it moved British officials to Britain versus having them here in the colonies. They felt the English in Britain would go much easier on criminals. And our last act that I want to talk about is the Quartering Act. Out of the 5 acts, this one affected Georgia the most. The Quartering Act required colonists to provide housing to the British soldiers. So if a British soldier came and knocked on your door, you had to let him in. So a little story here. There was this lady, Nancy Morgan Hart. She was actually a Patriot spy. She was fighting for the colonists. By law, she had to let any British soldier in her house. So she was at home one afternoon with the kids. British soldier knocked on the door. They said, "We're hungry. We were ready to come in." She let them in. She fed them, gave them corn mash to drink, a drink that got the British soldiers drunk. While drinking, Nancy Morgan Hart started sliding their guns away from him and hiding them. The soldiers figured it out and charged at her. She held them at gunpoint till her husband got home. So as you see, the Quartering Act forced all the British colonists, English colonists, in the United States, which was not the United States at that point in time, it was the British colonies, but it forced all the colonists to let British soldiers into their house. And this upset all the colonists.